The 2026 Audi R8 V10 Sport is not just a car. It's the last wild symphony of a dying era, a roaring love letter to naturally aspirated engines, brought back one final time by Audi as a bold middle finger to the silent EV wave crashing over the auto industry. After announcing in 2024 that the R8 line would end with the 2025 model, no one expected Audi to pull a full 180 and bring it back for 2026 with a limited run, V10 Sport Rebirth Edition, but that's exactly what they did, and car enthusiasts around the world collectively lost their minds. Audi claims this surprise release was engineered for the soul, and it shows in every inch of the car. The iconic 5.2-liter V10 returns, untouched in displacement but massaged with new lightweight internals, revised mapping, and an advanced titanium valve exhaust system that pushes output to a searing 670 horsepower at 8,700 RPM, yes, 670, and delivers an exhaust note that doesn't just echo off the walls, it haunts them. Audi's engineers have apparently tuned the sound profile so that the V10 actually shifts its tone depending on your surroundings. In tunnels, it resonates deeper, while in open stretches it sings higher and longer, something they call acoustic adaptive feedback. It's probably a gimmick, but it works, and it's addictive. Visually, the 2026 R8 V10 Sport is more angular than ever, blending cues from the old R8 LMS GT3 race cars with futuristic touches pulled from Audi's Sphere concept line. Gone is the rounded softness of the older R8s, this one wears sharp, almost origami-like lines with aggressive creases, carbon aero veins, and laser-sculpted LED lighting that blinks in patterns inspired by Morse code for V10. Whether anyone actually decodes that is beside the point, it looks phenomenal. The front grille has been slimmed down slightly, not for cooling reasons, but to increase the car's aerodynamic, airblade, functionality, new side channels that literally shape the air like invisible blades to reduce drag by 4.7% at 150 miles per hour. It's all sci-fi on paper, but on the road it sticks like honey on toast. The carbon monocoque chassis is 12% stiffer, and the curb weight now dips under 3,300 pounds thanks to a magnesium-intensive diet and the removal of anything Audi deemed non-essential. That means no more cup holders, no powered seats, they're manual, racing-style buckets now, and no infotainment screen. Instead, there's a stripped-back digital gauge cluster and a single knob for climate control. Audi calls it focused cockpit dynamics. Everyone else calls it Spartan, but who cares when your right foot is dancing with 670 horsepower? Performance is as outrageous as you'd expect. The 0 to 60 mph sprint takes just 2.8 seconds, aided by Audi's updated Quattro Plus all-wheel drive system, which now includes predictive traction control using AI-powered terrain mapping. That means the car adjusts grip distribution in real time, not based on traction loss, but on what the road might do in the next few milliseconds, based on GPS, camera, and past driver behavior. It sounds ridiculous, but the system works so seamlessly that even amateur drivers can attack corners like pros. Want to hang the tail out? Switch to Sports Slide mode, and the AWD system lets the rear step out just enough before gently nudging it back in line. No drama, just pure control. On the Autobahn, the R8 V10 Sport pulls to a top speed of 214 miles per hour, and thanks to a new downforce management system with active aero flaps front and rear, the car stays planted even at brain-melting speeds. Oh, and did I mention the tires? Michelin worked directly with Audi to create the Pilot Force RS compound, a road-legal semi-slick that actually grips harder as it heats up, allowing for lap consistency that's shockingly close to full-track setups. Nürburgring lap time, Audi hasn't said officially, but leaked data suggests it might be under 7 minutes flat. Inside, the vibe is raw, stripped, and utterly focused. Forget luxury, it's motorsport minimalism at its best. There's Alcantara everywhere, carbon accents, and a center console that's basically just a red start button, a big drive mode dial, and a manual handbrake. Yes, a manual handbrake in 2026. Audi said they brought it back because enthusiasts wanted to feel more connected, which is corporate code for people missed doing sick drifts. The steering wheel is straight out of Audi's GT3 racing program, flat-bottomed, chunky, and packed with haptic controls that give feedback like you're piloting a fighter jet. The seats are carbon buckets wrapped in a new fabric Audi calls Grip-Tex, which holds you like a second skin without feeling sweaty or restrictive, even on long drives. And speaking of long drives, Audi managed to squeeze in a lightweight 48 volts mild hybrid system, not for performance, but just to run auxiliary systems and regenerative braking, which boosts fuel efficiency by 9%, enough to let the car claim a real-world range of over 400 miles per tank if you drive like a grandma. Not that anyone will. Only 2,026 units of the 2026 Audi R8 V10 Sport are being built, and they're already sold out, despite a starting price of $238,000. There's even a secret GT Heritage spec that comes with a fully exposed carbon body, F1-style pushrod suspension, and a gold-plated intake manifold, just because Audi could. The R8 V10 Sport might be the last of its kind, but it doesn't go quietly into the night. It screams, it claws, and it reminds the world that before the silence of electrification takes over, there was once the mighty howl of a V10 echoing through the canyons, the tracks, and our hearts. And honestly, we're not ready to say goodbye.